are back for RLH C2's second round in the historical track of Silverstone, Great Britain. I am once again joined by my co-commentator Multirab. Good evening, Multirab.
Good evening. I'm looking forward to this race. I'm just looking at the noise from the paddock, and there's some noise going on about the weather. They aren't saying whether it's good or bad, but one of the comments said is, "Oh God, nice weather." So I wonder what we're going to see for the race.
We have the first car out on track, and it's the Red Bull of Jerome. Already out. And it seems that the forecast for today is looking rather wet. Sometime during the race, not from the beginning, but sometime during the race. So this should be interesting to see.
Yeah, a few races have been wet this week. So we'll see what happens and the effect that will have on the race. If it's going to start wet, we'll likely see everyone qualify on softs.
Yeah, so we are hearing that rain is going to be present at the start of the race, it seems. Maybe. But we would have to see that. Meanwhile, we have Jerome, the first car on track, and he will start his flying lap in just a few seconds. This is an extremely awesome track for racing. Silverstone has always been home of Formula One racing.
It's my favourite track in the entire calendar, and I was actually really happy when it got 2 races in the real life season. And I'm really happy to be seeing us coming to Silverstone.
We are following the Red Bull of Jerome out on track, just finishing his first sector and attacking the second one.
Some of the most difficult corners, the Maggots and Beckett's area, but wonderful when you get it right.
Yes, it's so satisfying, isn't it? When you get it just right and you just manage to navigate right from. It really is.
Yes, it's one of those corners where if you get it right, you'll make up tons of time. If you get it wrong,
you can lose a lot. Yes.
Yeah. It's a 1:24.9 from Jerome for his first lap.
And we have Rao in the Alfa Romeo behind him. And we have Chemgozan with a 1:25 flat. Times will start to come in.
Rao set the time on mediums, so there's more time in that if he wants to switch to softs later on.
We have Sørensen now going for P1 with a 1:24.6 almost. And we here have last year's winner navigating Sector 2. Going through Cops. And now Maggots, and invalidating in Beckett's turn.
Another easy thing to do is invalidate around there, just trying to take as much speed as possible, but sometimes you can overcook it.
Yes, it's so easy to overdo it there because you need every inch of the track to get it just right.
As well as this track being one of the, in my opinion, the best track, it's also one of the most difficult to get right. And that's, to me, what actually makes such a good track as a challenge of the track itself. As well as the excellent overtaking opportunities that this track provides, whether or not you've got DRS, which is interesting because most tracks DRS is a big reason why there is overtaking.
So let's see. We were dealing with some sound issues, but let's see what happens now. We have Invisible on a flying run. What happens now? We have
Saracen put in a practical pole for 24. Oh wait, no, he had has he already done that, or am I forgetting? There's the 124 6, sorry, yeah, that had already been set, but for me it just popped up for some reason. The Ferrari of Invisible sets 125 flat into 6th place.
And he will be good with that lap. He will enjoy it. He didn't have a very good race last race, so.
Well, hope he can have the better race this time. Qualified in place would definitely help towards that.
We are watching the Williams where Mad Chip, as a reserve driver for C2, is trying to show his skills once again.
Yep, and someone can again remind me that Mad Chip is C3 driver and is a good reserve driver for C2 as well. I believe at the last race he made a good drive back into the points after falling down the order at the beginning of the race.
That was a very, very unfortunate incident with his teammate, nevertheless.
Yes.
And we have Jerome setting a fast time of 1:24.5 for provisional pole right now, while Mad Chip is navigating Maggots and Beckett's. And great exit from Chapel. You know, that corner, I mean, you know, you always strive to navigate Maggots and Beckett's, and when you say you're out and everything went very well, you get to Chapel, and you always seem to end with a wheel on the grass or something like that. And well, it's not like real life. Well, Matchip aborted his lap, but you know, it's not like real life when you put a wheel on the grass and you get away with it. In F1, in the game, if you put if you get a wheel on the grass, you can actually ruin your quality because you can spin so easy.
No, absolutely. Of course, you can also go one worse and end up in the wall as I did last night.
Yeah.
So let's hope no one does that either in qualifying or the race.
We did lose 10k. I have no idea how, but something did happen. We did lose 10k. I have no idea. While the Romanian Raul Popa is on a flying run, and he's some of his fans already appeared on the YouTube channel. He's always bringing in a crowd, Raul.
3 tenths up as well.
He can surely improve on his first lap, most definitely. Let's see what this lap will bring him. While he prepares to get to the line. A small improvement. I'm sure it's not what he would have wanted, but a small improvement that gets him closer to the top 10.
It looked like he lost a bit of time in the last sector.
Meanwhile, Sorensen and Prince Killer and Jerome are just juggling for the P1. They just traded it for a couple of times.
That was top 3 very close. Yeah, I think it'll be a good scrap for the pole position.
We have Doff Josh in the Alpha Tower improving just a bit in Sector 1, and we will see how Sector 2 goes for him. Just a bit in Sector 1. While everyone is getting crowded in the pits, getting ready for one final run at it. While everyone is getting crowded in the pits.
Yeah, all the top 7 in the pits, except from Black Mamba, who's in an outlet.
Doff Josh improves by 2 tenths, so he can go really good up the order. To be honest, the difference between
our other reserve driver tonight puts it into 4th place.
And Doff Josh goes P4 with a very good lap on his side.
Well, the fight for Poland's gotten even closer now, with more drivers involved. If they can get round and get another lap in, that is.
Black Mamba improves by 3 tenths already, and he's on for a very good lap if he can hold it on. And he does improve very good. He goes P4 himself with a 1:24.6. And we will start seeing cars exiting the pits just now. And we will start seeing cars
final flyers.
Exiting the pits just yes. The final low fuel run for everyone. Everyone is going to look to improve. I think Wolf Strabert was the first to get out of the pits.
Like Matchup's back on a fast lap as well.
Let's see what the Williams driver can do. He's on the back straight, approaching cops. This is a full throttle corner, and so easy to get a mistake in, and well, he will get another lap. He will surely get another lap if he can. If he doesn't forget to set ERS on 0 and save it up. He can save up and get another lap in, maybe.
I think he may be running low on fuel as well, though. Yeah.
We do have Fiscal coming in from his. I don't know if he's on a fast lap or not, but maybe no, maybe not. He didn't improve, but not enough.
Jerome got some slipstream off his teammate on his lap here. It's coming to the end of the lap.
He does improve by attempts, actually, Jerome. I don't think it's gonna be. Oh my lord, he is 1,000 of a second shy of P2. Yes, indeed. So, two drivers still on out laps, still going to start fast laps. We have Frisker, one of the favorites for pole position, starting his fast lap right now.
Yeah. Going down the RF straight with Transkiller and slightly up in the first sector. Going on to the old pit straight now. My favourites for pole will be able to make it count this final goal.
This is such a millimeter marginal corner to take. 1 inch to the left, and your lap is done.
It's almost 2/10 up. That is good. And
This is going to be the lap to beat for Sørensen if he wants pole. Meanwhile, Ahmed is disqualified for going the wrong way. He might have tried to turn in order to go to the pit. Frisker narrowly pips Sørensen for pole position, while Sørensen has improved just a bit, but it's actually enough to keep his pole. And he is 300ths of a second up, enough for pole. This is going to be a very, very close battle between P1 and P2, between the Ferrari of Frisker and the Haas of Sørensen. Sørensen had a good qualifying last race also, and he just fell down the order after the start. And he doesn't manage to improve, and 200ths of a second.
Very close fight for pole.
Yes.
Donkey Dan.
Goes P3, the Mercedes driver. That was a very good lap on his part also. He was really not far from pole position. Jerome also a very good lap. So
I think that's everyone.
Yes, that is everyone. Ahmed, who had a pretty decent time, actually, did something really wrong.
I wish we had seen that, because it's a shame that that's happened. He had a really good qualifying time, as you had said, and would have been in the definitely top 8 at least, I'm sure. For the person that's asking, I think Silverstone is 26, 27 laps on the 50%. Um,
So this is qualifying over, and we have Prince Killer on pole position with Sørensen locking out the front row, Donkey Dan in P3, Jerome P4, Black Mamba, Dosh Josh, Chemgazan, Zeppadoodle, the Red Bull of Wolstrabert, and the Williams of Cotton Eye Joe rounding up the top 10 with Invisible, Mad Chip, Dog Arbs, Raul Popa, Fisco, 10 Kate, and the DSQ of Ahmed in the last place. We don't know what happened to 10 Kate and why he retired. Might have had an incident. We did not get that. But
terminal damage.
Look at the times separating the first 4 positions, 1/10 between them. This really talks a lot about the quality of racing in this tier.
Absolutely, and hopefully shows what the race will turn out to be in a few minutes.
And we have rain in Silverstone for the start. Most likely, I'm guessing by the looks of it, it will be Inter tires for everyone.
Yep, it doesn't look too heavy, so it'll likely be Inter.
But drivers were saying in the Discord chat that it's going to be wet to dry, so it's going to be a lot more interesting to watch and see strategy.
Yep, the strategy, and people at the back might take gambles on whether to change a little earlier to see if they can get more time out of it, just because it might be worth having that gamble. So the strategy is really good and comes into play when's the perfect time to switch on to the dries.
Yes, it's gonna be really interesting to see. Oh my God, we have lights, no formation lap. This is yes, this is something wrong because we do have lights and drivers. This is the start. Yes, this is the start, and Prinsker has gotten away a lot. Very good, but Donkey Dan is fighting him for the lead already, while Sørensen dropped to P3. We do have Invisible dropping down the order. We can't actually go there.
A few incidents at the back.
We don't have a safety car yet, so hopefully we don't get one. And we do have Chemgazan up in the grass, while Prinsker has managed to get away and build himself a decent gap for the first lap. Well, with Donkey Dan having a great start. We're sorry that we didn't get it very good, but it took us by surprise. No formation lap is actually not pretty good. We have Ahmed winning 7 positions in 1 lap, with Dog Arbs winning 5 positions. Ahmed 8 positions in 1 lap actually, and he's had a magnificent first lap on his part. And look at the Red Bull of Wolstrabert, P5 from P9 in lap 1. So this has got to be
Black Mamba's round.
Yeah. Everyone is on selects, so whether rain has not come yet, most probably will come around very soon.
Yeah. Maybe that, or maybe it's actually damp. that might be what's happening here, and we're seeing more.
Well, when you're looking at when you see, we're seeing Jerome now, and I'm seeing drops, so it's basically gonna be a really fast stop for Inters because rain is actually falling, so it's a matter of laps, maybe a couple of laps until rain will settle in. Until then, we have another incident with, again, Chemgozan having problems.
Yeah, his tyres may have overheated, and yeah, I think that is exactly what it is. Or maybe it's now time for Inters, because he's also having difficulties just keeping it planted at all.
We never know. Black Mamba has already had some problems of his own because he's at the back doing a solitary race. So far, he's going to have a lot of time to catch up. I'm guessing with matchup on the medium tires. I don't know why this happened because he knew rain will settle in.
Yeah, the sauce was definitely the correct way to go, I think, with the likely rain to come. They're having a little bit of a storm around turn 4 and 5. Managed to keep it in place. It's just behind the front 3.
Everyone is staying within 1 second, and they have already formed quite a train.
Yep.
Chemgozan actually retires in the pits. His race did not come off the way he wanted to, but
a shame for him for having for the start that he got. It's definitely dries because DRS is available, but Amsterdam is going slow down the straight and has dropped into 13th, and I think he's got damage with how the way he went around corners well, and he's diving into the pits.
Yes, Donkey Dan lost the car for a bit, and Sorensen tried to take a look on the inside, but didn't quite get it, while Raul Popa gets the first penalty of the race.
But Nigel gets a 3-second time penalty as well. Quite an easy thing to do on the track.
And if you look at how the race is unfolding now, 3 seconds can mean a massive penalty. To be honest, well, it's a long race. We have 26 laps of this awesome track, and with rain playing its part, we're sure to see Inter tires at some point.
Saying that, Amsterdam 16th has put on hards, so he's not likely to be expecting it to go to Inter's putting on the hard tyres.
Well, we actually only have 3 drivers on the medium, so it's Fiscal, 10K, and Matchip.
Absolutely, Donkey Dan fastest lap. He's starting to try to close in.
He's got Sorensen up on his back, so he's going to be... The Haas driver is going to be waiting just a small error, maybe in Chapel, to get by, so... This is I think we have the battle for the lead forming up right here between the Ferrari of Prinsker and Donkey Dan and Sorensen in the Mercedes and Haas respectively, with the two Red Bulls actually right in the back of them. So Red Bull is in for a good result today if they can keep the on-track position.
Yeah, and Josh is right behind the Red Bulls as well in the AlphaTauri, so he's not too far behind either.
But you know what happened? It stopped raining. So it did rain for a bit and now it stopped. So I don't know what will happen if we have another Renault in the grass and not entering very good on track. That was not a safe re-entry from him. Renault's day is not what they wanted to have, I'm sure. Look at them, so it's Prince with the fastest lap, Donkey Dan with the fastest lap, Sorensen, now Wolf Trevor. So drivers setting fastest laps one after another. It's clear that they are pushing to the limit to stay there with each other, not drop out of the DRS train.
Yes, but the top 7 covered by 5 seconds in fact, so it's a really close race between everyone.
I think it's safe to say by now that after a win in the first race, a win taken in a very great manner, and the first 6 laps of leading this race, Prinsker is... I'm not going to say he's going to win this race or not, I don't want to jinx it, but it's clear that he's a contender for this championship. He's put his mark down and he's clearly stated, I want to win. So this is going to be interesting to see his developments further.
Yep, got to agree. Other drivers putting good races last time, like Donkey Dan, who's still up there as well. So could be a close battle for the championship. Got Sorensen coming on. Donkey Dan.
Sorensen tried the move on Donkey Dan, just didn't quite stick it.
Jerome right behind as well. Wonder he'll probably be waiting for the next DRS one.
Everyone is both on the attack and defense at the same time. Look how they go through Maggot and Beckett. There is no room for error there.
It's almost like they can't really attack too much because they have to do the defending from behind that you mentioned. One mistake will drop them to the lower half of the point. That's how close it is.
It's incredible because look at Donkey Dan is almost out of VRS, and Sorensen is also using a lot. And look at Prince, he's saving up. He's actually having a lot of full ERS, and he's got the power to defend whenever he wants.
position that he's in from the lead, you'd expect that he would be using more ERS at the front to keep that lead, because he doesn't have ERS at all, but he's got, as you said, he's got much more than any of the people behind him.
Yeah, so that's a masterclass in driving, I'd say, so.
I think everyone's going to have a go. We've got overtake and DRS, not close enough.
Is Jerome trying to get a look on Sørensen, maybe find the gap? He's also full of ERS, so he does have the upper hand on the Haas driver should he get a chance. Look how close the Haas and the Mercedes are.
I think that's well be the
and
chance.
I think this is going to be... Oh my lord, he didn't get it. I think this is a battle. Yeah, this is a battle that's gonna go on for the rest of the race. We're gonna take a chance and visit the back for just a second with Cotton Eye Joe. Raul Popa in 8th, but already has 2 penalties to his name. Zapadul had also a very good race in his first showing in RLH, while Sørensen gets a 3-second time penalty that's going to ruin his chances at the end.
Last week as well, with penalties. Hopefully it won't be too damaging, but right now it would.
Jerome gets a penalty as well for his efforts, so this is going to be Prisker or managed to build himself a 1-second gap and maybe get out of DRS.
Dan's also in the pits, and he's switching to mediums, lap 10.
So this should mean that rain is maybe not setting in soon. But Prince is going to be very happy with Donkey Dan's entry to the pits, because he's maybe taken a bit of steam off his back. But he does have the Haas driver within a second again. I don't think he's trying to run away, to be honest, because if he would spend a lot more ERS.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's conserving it, knowing that he has the speed, maybe, to defend no matter what happens. Which is, if that is what he's thinking, it's very, it's a risky strategy, but if he's got the speed, then it shouldn't matter.
It is true. Meanwhile, Donkey Dan has exited the pits in... Oh, Sørensen is in the pits with Jerome on his back. So Prince does have now a bit of space to breathe. Maybe try a great in-lap.
One of the questions is will the mediums go to lap 26? Although some of the drivers may have put on wet setups expecting more rain, so they usually are better for higher wetter setups, so that would probably help.
For the moment, rain is only threatening, so how much longer can the Ferrari driver stay out on these tires? He's already on 11 lap old softs.
Yeah, Donkey Dan just is making the overtake on match through the, and Sørensen as well, who's right behind Donkey Dan again after he pits up.
I don't actually think the Williams driver tried to fight them off. He knows he's not racing them, so...
Oh yeah, he's fighting for at the moment the lower end.
And we have our leader in the pits, and we will see where he comes out. The Red Bull of World Schubert and the Williams of Cotton Eye Joe are also coming in, with the Alfa Romeo of Raul taking the lead, actually, as he was on the... Was Raul not on the medium tire? No, he wasn't. He's on the soft tire, actually.
Oh.
I was sure he started on the mediums, to be honest, but no, he's out on the softs, and he's practically the last driver on soft tires. Out. 10K will take the lead from him as soon as he boxes with Fisco, also in the back of 10K. So
at some point, Sorensen actually passed Donkey Dan, which is basically for second place. And he was right behind Prince Keller, who came out ahead of both of the drivers. So effectively still in first place.
we will stay with the Ferrari and the Haas driver as they actually fight for the position, with Raul conceding the lead to 10K, going in the pits, and we only have two drivers that haven't boxed yet, and will stay on track for a bit longer because they are on the medium tire, 10K and Fiscal.
I think we'll see which strategy plays out better, because 10K and Fiscal will come out, likely going on to hard.
We have a yellow flag, and we have Raul. Raul
on around again
on a fresh set of mediums. Oh my God.
Fairly in the other drivers through with him having issues, and unfortunately drops all the way to the back in 6th. After having that small time leading, it must feel absolutely horrible.
Well, cold tires will do that to you, so.
Yep.
For now, it seems that Donkey Dan has lost out a bit on the fight for the two top spots. Although we do know that Sorensen does have a penalty, so his fight with Pritzker is on track, not really on the board.
The red was right behind Donkey Dan.
And Walsh Robert is going for it. He's gone for it, and he's made it stick.
That was a great move. And Donkey Dan's starting to pull back already, making him dipping a wheel into the gravel trap.
Maybe the medium tire is not suited for him, his driving style.
That may be it, because he is just...
And we have our leader evening out the field, getting himself a 3-second time penalty also, which gets him right back to Sorensen, and their fight is now on track as it stands.
In a way, that's a good thing for us, because at the moment it means the penalties won't decide the race.
Well, you know, it's always nice when the penalties don't decide it. I mean, sure they should, because, well, if you do get it wrong, you should be penalized. So it's only fair. But it's really nice to see the win coming on track and not due to penalties. You know.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get rain?
I'm wondering if the rain we got at the beginning, which wasn't
Was possibly all of it.
We were gonna get.
It could very well be. It could very well be.
Well, it's like the British weather has let these guys off.
Meanwhile, Jerome, the Red Bull driver, is also on Donkey Dan, and he's surely going to try and move. Pretty soon.
Yeah, Donkey Dan definitely doesn't have the same pace he had earlier, and he's
while
passed by
Pritzker gets a breath of fresh air passing Fiscal. No, he doesn't, because Sørensen is right on his tail again. And with 10K pitting, they remain to... Oh, and Jerome has managed to pass Donkey Dan also, getting himself a 3-second time penalty as well in the meantime. And the battle for P1 resumes with Pritzker and Sørensen, both on the medium tire, both with the same time penalty, while Sørensen tries to look on the outside for just a second. That was never gonna stand.
No, but he's still got a good run onto the old pit straight. Oh, he's... No.
He's out of ERS pretty soon.
Yeah. That's not going to help him with that. Frank Keller's used quite a bit, probably for his outlap.
Fiscal is going really deep on those tires. Like, do you think maybe he's waiting for something? Like, is maybe Jeff whispering that rain might come in at some point? Because if it does, he will get a massive boost.
Absolutely. Could be waiting for that, or he could be trying to push out to get onto softs for the end. Again, a bit of a definitely an alternate strategy. I'm not sure if it'll work. Remember that Visco started quite near the back though, so this may be just... I'm trying a different strategy to see what happens.
You know, if Fiscal goes in the pits right now, he's gonna come out around P11 maybe, P12. And...
Owen gets a nice overtake
so,
on Fiscal then.
He's still gonna be a few positions up from what he started, but I don't know if that's what he's after, to be honest. I think he's after points, not after P12.
That would be true, but then he'd be on to the softs and he should be quicker than the people, the other drivers in front. So, of course, what he could be waiting on, which would really help him, would be a safety car.
A safety car or rain? Either of them.
Or rain, or anything. And either are possible from what we have earlier. So.
Meanwhile, the battle for P1 is ongoing, and it's 3-10 between the Haas and the Ferrari, and they are offering us an incredible fight. This has been going on for 18 laps now.
And it's still 5 seconds between the top 6.
And I'm really hoping nobody makes a mistake. Like, keep the fight on track, keep the fight
Absolutely.
only
that
on
would be
pure driving talent and see who gets out on top.
so far that is what we are seeing, and it's been absolute brilliant racing so far. 8 laps to go, and anything could happen.
8 laps seem like an eternity right now. With the field pretty well settled in the race pace, Donkey Dan trying to get past Fiscal, who is...
He'll be struggling now, Fiscal, I'm sure.
For sure, he should be in. I mean, to be honest, I'm sure he's lost a lot of pace on those tires, and he's gonna lose more and more, to be honest. Unless rain comes in a lap, this lap or next lap, it's useless to stay out in them.
He's only 3.5 tenths off his fastest, so maybe not so much losing time, I guess. Usually if you were really struggling, you'd be over a second off your fastest lap, so...
We do have a Racing Point out.
He's coming into the pits.
He's going in the pits. I don't know why, because his car does not seem to be damaged, but you never know.
And
oh, Ahmed retires. So sorry for him.
Yeah, it started bad in qualifying when he got the disqualification after setting a really good lap, and it's just not got any better throughout the race.
And look at 10K trying to get P9 from Zeppadoodle. They both go in very deep.
And I can't believe that Fiscal is still going on the mediums. Actually just checking, and he hasn't stopped. I was just checking to see if he might have stopped in the first lap for some reason, but no, he hasn't stopped, and he will have to.
But where is he trying to go? I mean, like, end of the race and just box. Is he trying to pull a, you know, is he trying to pull a Schumacher, you know, like pitting on the last lap, changing tires and get over the line? You know, I don't know if you could you do that? I mean, actually, I have no clue.
I've never tried it, I'll say that.
I'm guessing it really depends on. Does it depend on where your box is? I mean, you know, if you're last or first. You know, if it's. I mean, it should. It must depend on whether your box is before or after the finish line. You know. So
yeah,
if it's before, you maybe can pull it off. But if it's after, you're gonna finish the race on the same compound and get disqualified, I'm guess.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's an interesting strategy either way, and he is still going.
Okay, come end of race, he will be in the top 10 for sure. I mean, he's maybe Cut Night Joe can get him, but 10K can get to him with this time deficit, but it's gonna be useless. I mean,
yeah, especially if he gets disqualified.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. But if he gets a safety car, he's gonna be. You know, if he gets a safety car, he's gonna be a genius. If he doesn't, he's gonna look like not very good, to be honest.
Not very.
Look at Sorensen. Look at Sorensen in the back of the Ferrari and still going. This is a fight that's been going on 21 laps now and still going.
got to be covered by a second.
What would it be if it started raining now? We have Invisible, we have the second Ferrari spun on track. So unfortunate for him. The Williams of Madchip just overtakes him. What would happen now, like if we have heavy rain in like lap 24? you can't go a lap on these tires. You have to pit.
Yeah, well, especially for he's pitted. Pistol's pitted.
But look at that! Look at that! The Red Bull of Wolfstrabert is right on the back of Sørensen, so he's back in the mix.
Sørensen's gonna make the move, I think.
No! Sørensen!
Oh, no!
No! They touched, and Sørensen loses out on the second place.
Into third, and now Jeroen's right on
and
him.
Jeroen, oh no! So unfortunate for the Haas driver. Losing out. He tried the move, he did try the move.
Yeah, and Donkey Dan spun.
Donkey Dan spinning in the back. I'm just trying to assess if the Haas has damage. The car looks okay, while the Red Bull of Wolfstrabert is right in the back of Prince Keller.
Still a fight for the...
Trying a bold move, maybe.
It's just such a shame for Sørensen that happened at the...
This is the second race when he has bad luck, and...
At least at the moment he's still in fourth.
You think we jinxed him? Ah, I'm so sorry.
Probably.
22 laps of perfectly awesome fighting, and just... It was a small touch. I don't think any driver is at fault there. I wouldn't put blame on anyone, you know, but still it's not nice when this happens.
It's an easy thing to do with it being so many different lines into those corners.
Yes, and that at those speeds, like a single tiny touch can mean so much. I mean, the effects can be disastrous. And to be honest, great for him for keeping the car on track and, well, carrying on, even though the Red Bulls are in front of him.
Still so close between the Ferrari and the Red Bull in front. I'm sure we'll see a move. Fairly soon.
Two laps to go for the Red Bull driver to try and get close enough for a move.
Like right now.
He's trying on the outside. Can he make the move? And he did make the move. I'm sure the Ferrari is not gonna stay there. I am sure he's gonna try.
This is gamble. Oh,
this is a big gamble from Prince.
He's now out of overtake, trying to overtake it after trying to use it there.
It's going to be extremely important not to get furious and not to overreact and stay there. But the Red Bull has done a terrific job. A terrific job.
Absolutely. At the beginning, he was behind his teammate, got past him, I believe, through pit stops, and then has done an absolute fantastic race to keep him in shot for the win.
But leading for 24 laps and losing the lead, this is going to hurt Prince. This is not going to make him happy for sure.
No.
He's
But
going to
still
keep.
got 2 laps. Let's just see what happens.
I don't know. I don't know about penalties. I don't know. You know what? I don't think Jerome has a penalty, and he might just pip Prince for second place.
Oh, that would be crazy. In fact, depending has his teammate got a pen.
I won't go in the.
No.
Oh my! I won't go in the race director right now to check, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Jerome does not have a penalty so far, unless I missed it. And we are in the last lap of the race.
Still battling away at the front.
And we're gonna stay with the Ferrari and the Red Bull and watch their last lap battle. Which, to be honest, I have no clue how it will conclude. But if both Wolstrabert and Prince do have penalties, even 3 seconds, Jerome is going to be our winner. But I don't remember seeing the Red Bulls getting penalties, to be honest. However, on track, the battle is spectacular.
Jones Killer saving overtake for the final real chance of getting an overtake done. Let's see what happens. Closing in, are we close enough? I think he's going for it, he's got it.
No.
Got it. Gonna make a last dive? No. Good move, I think, not to risk it there.
We have a yellow flag in Sector 2, and that has to be invisible, I think. We have the winner, Wolstrabert, with Prince Killer and Jerome coming in second and third place. And this has been a great race from the 3 drivers. The Red Bulls have made a great race and have brought in a lot of points for their team. We have Sorensen, so unlucky, ending in 4th after that try and that move he's done. Josh ending in P4, and Cotton Eye Joe finishing in P6 with a 4. But look at Wolstrabert, I mean, 8 positions won and the win of the race. He is clearly driver of the day.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
This has been an epic fight for him, and actually 10K gets driver of the day from the game, but well,
I don't think you can fault that race from the Red Bull driver taking the victory.
It's actually Jerome's first podium in Formula 1, so I'm sure we will. I'm gonna invite them right now and set interviews for after the race. I do have Prince and Jerome. I don't have Wolstrabert in my list, but I'm sure one of them is going to invite him. Jerome, and let's see, Prince Killer. Oh, I do have Wolstrabert. So we have everyone invited, and let's see who joins us while we have everyone with Wolstrabert leading, Prince Killer and Jerome coming to take the second and third positions on the podium. Sorensen in 4th, Josh, Cotton Eye Joe, Donkey Dan, Zeppadoodle, 10 Kate, and Black Mamba rounding up the top 10. Raul Popa, the Romanian driver, is in 11th with Fiscal, Dogarbs, Mad Chip, and Invisible ending the list. And we have two retirements of Ahmed and Chemgozen both retiring in the pits. And we have Prince Kerr with us, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome, Prince.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, Prince. Welcome, Jerome. And welcome, Wolf Schabert. We will get to the third place. We will go to Jerome first. Jerome, hello and welcome on your first podium in Formula One.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm guessing you are a happy Red Bull driver today.
Oh, you I don't think you want to hear the party audio back from me and Walstred.
So, congratulations to you. How was your race?
It was really exciting. The first stint, yeah, a bit boring because there wasn't much opportunity to overtake, but that's a pretty cool train. And then I was really excited when I saw the Haas going wide, so I thought maybe this will be my first podium. And then it was pretty intense because on the last lap I asked my engineer, the driver behind, and he only had 3 seconds penalty and I had 6. So he would have still won it. So it was really, yeah, nerve-wracking to cross the finish line and see him only 5 tenths behind, and then it was just cheering and screaming in the party.
Awesome, and congratulations to you, Jerome. Prince,
Thank
a P2 today after let's say a very solid win last week. What would you say about it?
Yeah, it was the first stint went very well, but after the track dried out on the mediums, yeah, the car didn't feel bad, but I put too little amount of fuel into my car, and when the track was wet, I was gaining fuel, but when the track dried out, I was losing fuel like crazy, and I constantly had to go into lean.
What happened? What happened there with the Haas? You slightly. It was a slight touch. It didn't seem much, but
I don't know. It felt like my mistake, but I think I still have to rewatch the clip. But maybe I'll get penalty for it. But yeah, let's see.
well, it seems it's well. I'm not going to make a judgment, of course, because we're here to commentate. But it seemed like hard racing there on both of your parts, and one of the drivers just got unlucky. But I'm not going to commentate, so it's going to be for the stewards to decide. Actually, we're going to go to our winner of today, Wolf Schabert. Congratulations on your win. It was
Thank you, mate.
unexpected to say the least.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected. Starting P8, I think, or P9 even.
P8, yes.
Yeah.
So P9, yes, P9.
Yeah, start was crazy. And lots of drivers spinning in front of me, but after turn 3, I think I was already behind Jerome, so that was pretty good. But when they made a pit stop before me, we had a discussion, Jerome and I, about who could pit first of the Red Bull drivers, and because he was in front, he got the first pit stop. So I thought I lost it there, because their outlap would have probably been very good, and I would have come right behind. But that went my way, luckily. And then, of course, the last couple of laps I got a little present from Prince and the Haas driver. So yeah, really happy with that. Pretty intense last lap as well. Even though I knew Prince had a time penalty, it was still pretty intense in Stowe. Really happy.
Anyway, congratulations, and it was again, C2 has provided to us again with a spectacular race, and we are going to go to Barcelona next week. What are your thoughts on that? How do you feel about the track, and what do you expect from it?
Great. Yeah, I expect I'll be pretty quick, but I won't be the only one to be quick there. We all know the track very well, I think. So I think it's going to be an exciting race again.
Well, we sure had 2 exciting races, and we were waiting for the rain for the entire race. We only saw a few drops that didn't really affect the outcome. Thank you, everyone, for again an extraordinary show in C2, and we will see each other again on Wednesday at 7 p.m. With the Grand Prix of Catalonia, and hopefully it will provide us the great show that Austria and Great Britain showed us. Thank you, everyone, and good night. This was Kalai commentating, and thank you, Multirab, for assisting.
Thank you as well, and thanks for a great race, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for commentating.
Yeah, thanks for commentating, man.
And we are signing off. Thank you.